What's up everyone, welcome to the 11th part of developing Android application for your Android mobile phones. In this video, I'm going to go ahead and give you the overview of how Android Studio is and how you are going to work on it. As you can see in front of your screen, there are so many things am I going to work on it. First time I saw Android Studio, it was pretty messed up. Then I get used to it and it's get much more comfortable and see it again and again and work on it and show you how you can use Android Studio. First of all, you need a good PC. For example, let me just show you about properties. So this is like 8 gigs of RAM I'm using, and I have the older computer, so it has dual core, so you need a good amount of PC that has at least 8 gigs of RAM. The reason I'm telling you that you need a good PC is because with so many things at a single time while developing an Android application. For example, as you can see, Android Studio itself is a very heavy program. So first of all, let me just minimize everything up so you can see the steps of how we can go ahead and do that. First of all, you have to just open up Android Studio. It's gonna load up, and after it has been loaded up and create an application. Okay, one more thing, if you don't know how to close the previous application which I told you about developing an hello world application, all you have to do is go to settings, and from the settings just click on this reopen and uncheck. So it's unchecked, so it's not gonna open up the older projects. Okay, every time you load up, it's gonna ask you that do you want to open the project you have done or you want to open a new project. Alright, so back with the topic. So as you can see that how we were going and open up Android Studio. After Android Studio is open up and load up, next we are going to go and open a VirtualBox. So after you just open up VirtualBox, this is how it's gonna look. All you have to do is click on that and start. After it is getting started, this is going to load up the screen. After it has been loaded up, all you have to do is open up Genymotion. From here it's gonna open up Genymotion. Click on this and start Genymotion. It's gonna load up and open up like that. I have opened everything up before starting this tutorial, and at some point of time if you get confused that how am I gonna do something else, all you need is a web browser. For example, I'm using Google Chrome. If you want, you can use Firefox or whatever you like. Most of the time people use Google Chrome for browsing the internet. Alright, so many things has been open at a single time, and you're going to work on with that again and again. And let's get started of how we can do that. So if you don't understand whatever I taught you about XML, and I'm gonna go ahead and look forward to Java to making an Android application. Alright, so let me just go ahead and start with the overview of my Android Studio. Not mine, but as we were using, so let's just keep it as Android Studio. It is recommended that you just have to keep it and work with projects, but my recommendation is, as we are learning it, keep it as Android because it looks much more simple, and show you what is this project consist of, and show you whatever the files is gonna show inside your computer. So this is the files which has been created by Android Studio itself, and it is gonna go ahead and create all of that one. Just all you have to do is just click on start, and all the file is been created. That's the reason Android Studio keeps loading, and because in the behind the scene is actually creating all of these files. So as I'm showing you, this is one project which I have done is saying brain testing. So it's like brain testing. So this is the application. So all of this file, as you can see, it's right over here. It's inside this Android Gradle, inside the projects, same to same, it is right over here. Do not do anything, and do not do some renaming it, or just don't move anything up, because it's gonna affect Android Studio, and that's gonna give you an error to your project. All you have to do is click on Android, because it looks much more simpler and much more easier for you to understand. Android Studio gives you opening the file of main activity XML and main activity .java. Java and XML is gonna preload for you, and you have to do is work with that only. You will understand about all of the other things in the upcoming videos, but right now we are going to go ahead and focus on Java and XML together, because you actually understand about XML and so on. This is the design view and text view both are actually the same thing. XML text just actually shows you the code, and design view actually shows you how design is gonna look and how it is gonna appear. Right, so in the test and write something, you have the preview. That is pretty nice by Android Studio, because if you write something and it is gonna appear right on your computer, so you know what is going on the right side. So that's up. If you can do something as you have all the properties, click on that, you will all get IDs, padding, themes, and more of the stuff. You will understand each steps at a time, so don't go in a hurry. Alright, so you got the point of what is right over here, and do not worry about all of the buttons, because there are too many buttons and it's gonna be pretty messed up for you. Alright, so after you know Genymotion is on right over here, let me just go ahead and play it. So it's gonna ask me that what other device has been connected to my PC. Okay, nothing has been there. Okay, your Genymotion is gonna comes up over here, and it's gonna play the application right over here, so it's gonna work with that. So that's an overview of Android Studio. I hope you learned something new and you know and work with Android Studio. It's a request, not just go ahead and quit, because it's pretty hard for you to learn in the starting, but later on if you get used to it, it's gonna be pretty amazing. So that's it for this video. I hope you try that out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.